What if I told you that managing your money doesn't have to be complicated? No confusing spreadsheets, no tracking every single penny, just one simple rule that has helped millions of people take full control of their finances. And it takes less than 5 minutes to set up. Today, we're breaking down the 50-30-20 rule, arguably the simplest and most effective budgeting framework ever created. Whether you're earning $2,000 a month or $10,000 a month, this works for everyone. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where every dollar of your income should go. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is your go-to space for straightforward, practical money advice. No jargon, no fluff, just real strategies you can apply today. If that sounds like something you need in your life, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Now, let's get into it. The 50-30-20 rule was popularized by financial expert and U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren in her book, All Your Worth. The concept is beautifully simple. You divide your after-tax income into just 3 categories. 50% goes to needs, 30% goes to wants, and 20% goes to savings and debt repayment. That's it. 3 buckets? Let's walk through each one so you understand exactly what belongs where. Your needs are the essentials, the things you absolutely cannot live without. We're talking rent or mortgage payments, utility bills, groceries, transportation to work, minimum debt payments, and basic insurance. These are non-negotiables. If you stripped everything back to the bare minimum, these are the expenses that keep you alive, housed, and functional. Everything in this category serves a purpose, not a preference. Your wants, on the other hand, are the things that make life enjoyable, but aren't strictly necessary for survival. Dining out at restaurants, streaming subscriptions, gym memberships, weekend getaways, new clothes beyond the basics. These all fall here. And I want to be clear. Wanting things is not a problem. Enjoying your money is a completely healthy part of life. But this category needs a firm boundary. And 30% is exactly that boundary. Without it, wants have a sneaky way of expanding until they swallow your entire paycheck. Then there's the most important bucket of all. Your 20% for savings and debt repayment. This is where your future gets built, quietly and consistently, month after month. This includes your emergency fund, retirement contributions, investment accounts, and aggressively paying down any high-interest debt beyond the minimum payments. Most people treat savings as whatever is left over at the end of the month. The problem is, there's usually nothing left over. That's why this 20% has to come first, not last. Let's make this real with a simple example. Say you bring home $3,500 per month after taxes. 50%, that's $1,750, goes to your needs like rent, food, bills, and transportation. 30%, that's $1,050, goes to your wants like entertainment, dining out, and hobbies. And 20%, that's $700, goes straight into savings and debt repayment. Written out like that, it's clear, it's manageable, and it's completely doable. Now, here's where most people slip up. They aren't honest about which category their expenses actually belong to. A streaming service is a want, not a need. A gym membership is a want. Even your phone bill can blur the line, depending on how you use it. The second common mistake is skipping that 20% savings entirely, whenever money feels tight. But here's the mindset shift that changes everything. That 20% is not optional. Pay yourself first. Set up an automatic transfer to your savings account on the exact same day your paycheck lands. Treat it like a utility bill that must be paid, without question. When it's automatic, you adapt to living on the rest without even realizing it. Now, if you live in an expensive city or are working with a lower income, you might find that your needs alone are eating up more than 50% of your take-home pay. That's a real and valid challenge, and you are far from alone in facing it. The goal in that case isn't to follow the percentages with rigid perfection. It's to use them as your direction and work toward those targets over time. Start by auditing your needs honestly. Could you reduce rent by taking on a roommate? Could you lower your grocery bill by planning meals in advance? Small, consistent adjustments compound into significant results over months and years. And look closely at your wants. That's usually where the most breathing room hides. Now it's your turn. This week, I want you to do just one thing. Write down your monthly take-home income. Split it using the 50-30-20 framework, and then compare those numbers to where your money is actually going right now. That single exercise will show you, clearly and immediately, where the gaps are, and exactly what needs to change. If this video gave you value, please give it a thumbs up. It helps this channel reach more people who genuinely need this kind of guidance. Drop a comment below and tell me, which category is the hardest for you to manage? Needs, wants, or savings? I read every single comment. And I'd love to hear where you're at on your journey. And if you want to take the next step, my upcoming video covers exactly how to build an emergency fund from absolute zero, even if you're currently living paycheck to paycheck. You won't want to miss it. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care of your money, because nobody else will.